La France museum,
Mr. Loyalty.
yeah, ding dong, me want me down, down.
Ding dong, me want me down, down. For me, for my baby.
Say ding dong, now me want me down, down.
Ding dong, now me want me down, down.
Yeah.
Hi, good evening. Well, tonight I want to discuss something that is very critical and we have to pay attention. Well, it's not going to be a long broadcast. I'm just going to do this as quickly as possible. But what I want to say is that it's beginning to look like the conspiracies somehow are getting thicker. Well, it is not about any particular candidate, it's about the whole system working to make sure it perpetuates itself in the polity and in power. Well, I just want to alert the attention of every stakeholder, not just the new generation candidates, but every stakeholder here, that the conspiracy is grand. While you are working to fight what is happening within your internal party, trying to scale through or survive other attacks and all of that, blah, 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 there are also conspiracies from the outside that you may not be immediately attending to. Well, let me alert you that the ASUU strike that keeps extending is also one of the threats to the votes most of these young generation candidates are banking on, and it is deliberate. Deliberate because they know that new voters may be, adding to the votes of the new generation candidates, thereby threatening the chances of repeating the whole guards in power. As a result, they are trying as hard as possible to ensure that they keep students and new voters who are obtaining PVCs out of the election. Hence, the reason that ASUU strike may be prolonged, may extend into the election or even beyond. I'll expatiate more after this short break.
Play this song for Nigeria after Shrine, so people will never even hear that before. What is this music? This song is called IMF, not the International Monetary Fund, because as usual, they have to work in some kind of deceptive sheep. No, this one is not even hidden enough to be sheep clothing. It's more like a dangerous dog, a wolf in a dangerous dog clothing. Not being saying a sheep, now still wolf, but it doesn't say they a bit domesticated, but still dangerous. So I can't realize, this International Monetary Fund, the name get as it be, monetary and fund. I mean, if I call my friend, yo, I need some funds, what else am I talking about? Why is it the monetary fund? Is it the international fund or international monetary? Choose one. Or international money. Anyway, I digress. I can't realize that name is not disguise. So as I can't fly, one of these my flight where I tell you, like the one where I go, where I did inside the plane, the pilot take off, but me I was flying. So this time I don't enter plane, I just did my house. I can't take off. Fly. As I go now, I can't jump the real meaning of the name. I say, oh Logico, International Motherfuckers. Oh yes. But in the music industry, the agents are the journalists. That's what they call them press. You think about it, it's media. Yes, pretty press, I know, but their name is media. Why they can't give them that kind of nickname? Press. press. So one press man. He called me for Paris. He said, Monsieur Kuti, this music, IMF, it makes no meaning in France. Because you see, in France, IMF is FMI. So FMI, International Model for Crack, and FMI makes no meaning. I said, FMI? He said, oui, Monsieur Kuti, FMI. Same shit, man. For care, model, international. IMF, everybody.
Yes, welcome back. So let's continue on the show now. So I was explaining before that timeout that there's grand conspiracy and everybody has got to be at alert at this time. We got to be alert, you know. So the fight is gonna be thick, and you shouldn't sit on your horse and think that you've done everything you need to do to just go and win election. Your calculations, they're already, as you're making your calculations that you have 10 million votes somewhere from new registered voters, or you have some 2 million voters somewhere that are going to vote for you, you have 1 million voters somewhere, they're also scheming to snatch them, and that is exactly why you need to be alert, right? Why am I saying what I'm saying right now? The extension of ASUU strike is a deliberate plot and ploy to ensure that the votes you're banking on, you don't get them. All right. Initially, you remember that they have tried bribing student leadership when the so-called student NANS leaders went to ASUU and promised President Muhammadu Buhari 20 million votes. They were also looking at the new. They are also looking at the statistic of students and youth that fall within the newly registered voters. You know, when you look at the demography or category of voters in the new INEC registered lists, it is said that about 22 million of voters are young persons, out of which about 80% of them are students, which is about 20 million are students. Now, the thing is this. After the NANS, National Association of Nigerian Students leaders, went to visit President Muhammadu Buhari on his birthday, made gifts to him, whatever transpired therefore, and then he promised President Muhammadu Buhari the 20 million votes. And some students came out to say, we are sorry, we are boycotting the election altogether. We are not even see, rather than vote for Buhari, we will not vote at all. We will rather vote our conscience. And they distanced themselves from the NANS leaders when all the zonal leaders of NANS and independently minded students began to denounce and dissociate from the proclamation made by these NANS leaders that went to ASUU. They then decided to start scheming a new thing altogether. And the new thing they started to scheme is that they want to see how they can cut the student voters or students community out altogether. So don't think it is because they don't want to listen to lecturers that they are extending this ASUU strike. It is to ensure that students are as well, not even, especially new voters, students who are first-time voters are not allowed to also participate, so that their the direction of their votes, if it is going to be in a new direction, will not affect them perpetuating themselves in power. So if you are banking on students to vote for you, this is part of the conspiracy to make sure that you don't get students' votes because they will be on strike. How do I mean? Not that some students will not vote, they will, but they also want to eat into your calculation. How? Some new voters who are students who registered on campus and their voting units or voting polls, voting poll units are going to be on campus, they want to cut them out because if they are not on campus by default, chances are they will not be voting. Most of the students who come from distance to come and stay on campus and have decided to register on campus so that they will vote on campus, due to ASUU strike, will not be on campus and they will not be voting. It is part of strategy or ploy or plots to cut down on your calculation to get students to vote for you. This is a note to all new generation candidates. Take note of this. All right. And then some students will still make efforts, but not all of them are buoyant. Some of them are still under their parents, and their parents will discourage them from going out, all because of voting alone. Do not forget that. So, but not all of them will be bold enough to say, father, you can stop me, mother, you can stop me, I gotta go exercise my rights. They are going to stop most of them from going out on that day. But naturally, if they were on campus by default, if there were no ASUU strike, most of these persons were going to be voting. So that is the plot, and that's what I decided to alert you people to. So just take notes, be aware, be informed that there's a very serious plot to ensure that most of these people do not vote, especially first-time voters are cut out. They want to make sure that first-time voters are cut out by all means. So while they are using trader money to get some first-time voters in the market not to vote for new generation candidates and trying to scheme by buying votes, whether through direct or indirect means, PDP is also scheming already to ensure that they are not spending money yet. They are waiting for election day. You know, the two major parties want to do their usual thing, waiting until the election day to buy votes. Now, the next thing they want to do is to look at who are these new generation candidates that all of you are banking on. They want to see how they can also still cut them off. So it's not that they don't want to heed ASUU lecturers' demands altogether. It is that why they know that some of the demands of these ASUU lecturers, or some of the demands, not all of them, some of these demands are legitimate. They want to stretch it until they discourage those that are supposed to vote. And I'm even so worried, not even about these people who are scheming these things. I'm worried about Nigerian students themselves who are not opening their brains to understand the polity. What is wrong with you? Nigerian students, what is wrong with you? You better wake up and fight for these people you are queuing behind, these old men you are queuing behind, they were only your age when they were ruling this country. You weren't born then, and you are still queuing behind them. Why are you not waking up for your own generation? Why are you not standing up to fight for your rights? Why are you not joining ASUU? Why are you not sitting with ASUU to say, cut some of this your demands for now? The ones that are realistic, let's accept them and let's go back on campus. What is your problem? Are you thinking at all? Is it only Big Brother Nigeria, Big Brother Africa you want to be doing? Is it only pageant and all of that? What happens to you? What's happening to you? You want to be going for surgery, removing some intestines and some ribs to have curvy waist? Is that all that matters to you? How about your future? What are you going to tell your children was your role when the nation was going through tumults like this? Are you guys okay? Are you students okay? Are Nigerian students okay? Anyways, I understand they have decided not to allow Nigerian students get proper education. And I always say two things. Number one, There's a legal maxim that says, "Nemo that caught, none abet." You cannot give what you do not have. These people you are queuing behind, these two major behemoths, they have, see their candidates, they don't have education, and they don't want to give what they do not have. And you are the victims. And instead of you to rise and fight for your destinies and fight for your future, you are queuing behind them and saying, you say this one, or you articulate. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? They can't give you what they don't have. And you're supposed to fight for your destiny and your future, but you are not doing that. Instead, you are queuing behind these two old people. And it's not even only about that. The second thing is that they know that education makes a people easy to lead, but difficult to drive, but they want to drive you. They know that education makes it easy to govern a people, but impossible to enslave. They know if you have education, they can govern you, because governance will be the order of the day, but they don't want to govern. They are not ready for governance. They know education makes it easy to govern people, but impossible to enslave the people that are educated. But they want to enslave you. That's what they want. And you are an accomplice. You are complicit. You are guilty, because you are allowing it happen. You are silent collaborators, allowing this bullshit to happen to you. Nigerian students, wake up now. What's wrong with you now? They don't want to give you education and you're supporting them. They don't want to give you education and you are collaborating with them in silence. What's wrong with you now? Use your brain now. They give you schools fine, but they have removed the education from school. And you're supposed to educate yourself. It's just some piece of information for everybody to understand. See, they have removed the education totally. And they don't even want you to be on campus on the day of election. So that those of you who registered on campus and wanted to vote and want to vote, they don't want you to vote. Because they know some of your votes will be in the right direction. And that will not be in their own interest if you vote in the right direction. Nigerian students, what's wrong with you now? Wake up now. Wake up now. You know, saying that it's Sunju now. You don't sleep too much. What's the problem? Wake up. And it's not even only about that. In fact, seriously, I'm angry. Let me calm down. I'm coming.
When they started, for instance, Wizkid was there when Wizkid started his career.
You were there?
Yeah.
We were there.
I was there. Wizkid humble. You know, say upcoming artists, they humble. When they start their career, they can humble. That time the MC they here like this. Let's say now the Kanikwe, you are the MC.
I was actually the MC when Wizkid started. Kani, you people, you are the audience. When Wizkid started, we want to call Wizkid that time. Ladies and gentlemen, are you having fun? Kani, you act as audience. Are you having fun? So right now, we're about to call up Two-Face, Idibia. We still have Sound Sultan in the building. You know, say, Two-Face is about to perform. Yes, who are you?
My name is Wizkid, sir.
What's Wizkid?
I'm an upcoming artist.
Well, we're about to call Two-Face. You are saying you want to perform.
Please, sir, give me the privilege, please.
Sorry, hold on, please. What's your name? Your name?
Wizkid.
Your real name? What's Wizkid?
Sorry, Ayoba logo.
There's already one Ayoba logo in the industry.
And that one is female. I'm okay. Ayoba logo male.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I heard that Two-Face is eating.
Sir, please, just 2 minutes.
Will you allow me to do my job? You're telling me I should call you. Don't let God call you to glory.
Please, sir, I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, to while away time.
Just whiskey.
I want to call you.
Okay, sir.
To while away time.
Thank you.
To while away time, because we have a lot of time in our hands. We are still waiting for the Two Baba himself.
Yes, sir.
So I have someone. What's that your name again?
Wizkid.
With your real name?
Ayo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on stage. Femi, Abi?
Ayo Balogun.
Tayo Otumba. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
You have only 1 minute.
Thank you. You will not see shame. Good evening. Please, I'm here to render a song. As you listen, May
Hello,
be
you have
blessed.
30 seconds more, please.
Sorry. DJ, please, track 2.
When you see me come around, I got you looking at me. I don't need to stop around, cause my swag's not hard to see. Cause my swag don't lie, you can't deny. You feel it.
Your time is up.
Please, sir, you not allow me finish my performance.
You want to finish? Did you finish school? You want to finish your performance? Will you get out of here?
All right, so welcome back. Let me remind people that I'm also a lover of entertainment, so don't take it against me. It's just that while we are entertaining ourselves, we don't lose our brain, so we keep it intact. So I was talking about, somebody's talking about from Facebook, Olumide Ogunshola, talking about ASUU can cause student votes. You can vote from your state. Many people register to vote on campus, and then naturally, I know many students in Nigeria. Many students in Nigeria are lazy. Number one, they would say they don't have transport fare to go to where their polling unit is. I know students. It is the only money students have in Nigeria. Students are pathetic students. The only money they have in Nigeria is to play Bet Nigeria, or money to go and chop or do pepper soup, and all of those things. That's the only money they have. Most of them also, the moment they are at home, their parents don't release them except to go to church on Sundays. They don't release them to go out. Those of you living abroad may not understand. You feel that, they have right to go to wherever they want. Really, in Nigeria, even if you have right to go out, your parents will just say, Right. But naturally, if they were on campus, they will simmer. They will say, I'm on campus, it's safe here. I can do whatever I want to do, right? So it is part of ploy. I'm not saying, therefore, that students will not go out to vote. I'm just saying that it's just for people to be conscious of this. It's just for people to prepare their minds that these schemings are going on, and so that you can, so that you can be aware, and so that students who seriously want to vote will not let ASUU strike debar them. They will prepare their minds way ahead of that day to go. If your polling unit is on campus, you will go on campus and vote. You will go on campus and you will prepare your mind from tonight that you want to go and vote, or from whatever time you're seeing this video, maybe tomorrow morning or anytime. You prepare your mind that you are going to vote. ASUU strike or no ASUU strike, you go on that campus and vote. It is to prepare your minds. So that is the crux of this broadcast tonight. You see, I'm not in my usual tradition of putting three topics together. It is just one topic tonight. It's about ASUU strike and the conspiracy to ensure that they extend it into the elections, so that students who are first-time voters who register to vote on campus are disenfranchised. Please do not let that happen to you. Feel freely to go on campus. Prepare your minds, because if it is on that day you are just preparing your mind, you will feel a bit reluctant to go out. But start preparing your mind now to go out and vote. Prepare to go on campus on the day and vote, or a day before, and stay till election day so that you can vote. And you can also report what is happening at your respective polling station. So prepare to go the day before, just in case there will be no transportation. Prepare to go the day before to be on campus and be on standby to exercise your voting right, please. So it is just to prepare everybody and to also nudge the students community. You guys are sleeping. You they sleep too much. Not only Big Brother Nigeria is a bit and to play sports betting, and then to what again? to sit down and see football matches from A to Z and analyze football match. How does that affect your future now? How does it? You are in a country that has no electricity, no road, no water, no education, no nothing, and the only thing you want to busy your minds with is some football match being played somewhere that can happen in your country, because you can fix your own country, you know. Anyways, let me take some comments quickly, and then I might just have to, you know, I'm really angry. Students are sleeping. Can you imagine? Right, people, you're welcome tonight. Chris Pat, Philo Ehime, Bamjoshi, Wale Walata, Olayemi, Ola Reginald. I greet all of you. Philip Otoko, thank you so much. Ike Kelvin, Chris Pat, Bright Lawrence, I'm doing good. Chris Pat, Osasoge Dahosa, you're welcome. Jesus is coming. You're welcome. Kayode Ojetunde, thank you. So you say ASUU leaders are part of the Nigeria problem. They are conspired with those criminals to cut many students half. They're not sincere with their strike. Well, the students are sleeping too, you know. Philip Otoko, okay, you're watching. Is Buhari doing a broadcast as we speak? You see, you're watching Mr. President and myself together at the same time. Bamjoshi Shegun, so what are you saying? What you're saying is that inhuman corrupt behemoths are depriving Nigerians of education so that they don't exercise it. Exactly, that's the point. Idris Mustafa, awesome information. Shegun, shouldn't that call for a revolution? With who? This same docile students? Obi Diegu, AC revolution. Idris Mustafa, that is discrimination. But the people being discriminated against are also accomplices, you know. Bamjoshi Shegun, have you also noticed that BBN was deliberately and deceptively open for auditioning right about the election time? All of those things, my brother. Crazy. Follower James, SEGA is more serious this night. When you are angry now, you know. Idris Mustafa, all students should have a protest before the election. Which of them? I pray. Bamjoshi, the opening of BBN Nigeria is a deceptive ploy to distract students not going to school due to strike to take entertainment as a cure for their boredom or apathy. It's part of the conspiracy, my brother. Bless me, Lord. Lazy youth, what do you need? Me? I need youth to wake up. That's all. Chiko Ume, Shegun, tell them I do not know what's going on with Nigeria youth. If they do not take it back now, I don't also know. Bamjoshi, Shegun, the same Nigeria youth were on social media castigating and denigrating Sowore for participating. Those are the ones that have been paid to be doing that, man. Aziz Ogumba, is the same thing we were talking about. Some guys, can you imagine, went to ASUU Rock. Guys who are supposed to be concerned about how students will return to campus are going to present gifts to President Muhammadu Buhari, thanking him for what he is doing, keeping the schools locked, you know, and then promising him 20 million votes. Where will I get the votes from when students are not even on campus? You are deceiving yourself, promising somebody who already knows what they want to do to cut you off altogether. It's just, I don't know, man. And then I'll move on. SMH for Nigeria youth is Idris Mustafa, Aziz Ogumba. Many of them will end in jail. Who will jail them? Ojiaga Stephen, good evening from Poland. Please share. Go ahead. They're trying to shut down the internet on election day. It is possible too, because you know these people now, they are just desperate all around. Okay. Olayemi Okwemipo. But these leaders are sending their children abroad to study. Well, that's the problem. So they are now using the students to be shouting one party and the other party. They are using the Nigerian students to be praising the two behemoths when their own children are abroad, and these ones are not thinking. That's the problem. you know. This one say the students should take 2 days off from their home to their respective school and cast their vote. That is what we should begin to do to these students right now. This is to nudge everybody to start calling all the students they know. If you know your polling unit is on campus, you want to head out in time to get on campus and make sure that you cast your vote on the day of election. Wale Walata, I live in the UK, and excuse my naivety, are all universities in Nigeria presently on strike? Well, I'm going to tell you that not all of them agreed to join us on strike, but majority of them that we know are on strike, especially the federal universities are on strike. All right, so even those that are not joining us on the full strike action or years action, their activities are not in full gear. You know, their activities are not in full gear. It's in some places partial, in some places full compliance, and so on and so forth. But in general, we can say that it's paralyzed. I mean, education system in the country as we speak right now. In fact, before, and this is not to praise the previous administration, because they are all the same. The people in PDP before are now in APC. They have learned how to further cripple the system, and they are doing it through APC. What they used to do before is that when elections are near, what they do is they will quickly fix the system and let ASUU go back to classrooms, lecturers go back to classrooms, students return to campus, so that it looks like they are listening to them. So that we'll say, no, don't worry, don't. So that is why ASUU usually too time their strike actions towards election, and that is some kind of hypocrisy too on the part of ASUU. You know, you time it towards election. What were you waiting for all these whiles? Because we feel that if they want to win again, they will have to listen to you, all right? But now they are saying to hell. We don't even want students to vote, by the way, because they'll be voting in new direction, not in our favor. And look at how it has become so degenerate. And all of us are in this country, and they have used Python's money to further divide the youths. Some will be. Let me continue reading comments, man. It's disappointing. Shegun, the polling units located on campus will be open, right? If so, that should not discourage the students to go out to perform their study. That is if they are allowed to go out by their parents now. Some of them, their parents, because they are at home, their parents will not let them go out on that day. I know Nigerian parents resident in Nigeria. They are jokers, my brother. I've saved enough to pull all my relatives, students to where they got registered. Good of you. Okay, you're talking. Philip Otoko is talking about Sowore is also doing a live broadcast right now. Okay, I see. That's good. Julius Okoji, lazy youth, line have drawn. Take a side. Will real Nigerians stand up, please? No, Shegun is talking about Sowore. Okay, as a president. All right. Koyin Sholari, isn't there a way to provide a means of transportation for students who would want to vote? They can find 1 or 2 minibuses, fill up the gas tank, and get on the road. But hey, it's Nigeria, as you sure you know. Shegun, I'm really worried about the future of the youth in Nigeria. That's Koyin Sholari. They don't know what is at stake. They completely have no clue at all. Nicolaus Bineris, my brother, ASUU strike is part of the rigging. Already have who will vote with those PVC. Good message to the lazy youth. Richard Shegun, oh my God, when will the government come to our? Which government? You don't have a government. Obidiegu, please talk about silent voters. Oladimeji Friday. Shegun, my brother, good job and much love. Thank you so much, Jerry Kings. We're going to take our country back, no doubt. My brother, I'm always happy hearing your analysis. Good job, brother. Thank you so much. I want to say at this point that the conspiracy is so thick. Those of you who did voters education for students who encouraged people to vote, you did sensitization, you did this, you did that, and then look at what they are trying to do at the end of the day to also frustrate. So while we were planning to educate new set of voters, they're also planning to disenfranchise them, and at the same time plan to still further divide those among them that will vote, using some money to pay some people to say, talk about me on social media, leave all those. They are paying people to blind their eyes from their own destination, from their own generational possibilities, in order to continue to perpetuate the old generation that ruins them in the politics. And that's where it gets so annoying. What's wrong? It's not a spiritual problem, but somehow you want to wonder, why are you releasing your psyche to all these people who want to plunder you? Why? Listen to voice of reason. Listen to your conscience. Listen to your mind. What's wrong with Nigerian students? What is wrong? Nigerian youth, you cannot afford to continue to be used as tissue. That's what they are using you as, tissue papers. They are using you as toilet papers. And you are lending them yourself to be used as toilet papers. You are an accomplice. See, no matter how much of church you go, all right, you can't make heaven if you allow yourself, if you allow your destiny to be bought over. Look at what is happening right now. Our youth are not even interested anymore. Most of our young persons are only looking for pants, boxers that they want to go and steal for rituals. Look at the level you have so degraded yourself to. And what is responsible for this? If the systems were working, why would you want to steal somebody's pants for ritual? So have you taken one step backward from your evil act and ask yourself questions? Set your conscience and ask, if the systems were working, would I be doing this? So what is the solution? You join others to work on the system to become better. That's what you should be doing. Not that I have to make this money, or I've suffered. You haven't suffered. If your suffering has not reflected on the re-engineering of your society, you haven't suffered. No, you haven't suffered well. You have not suffered, your suffering has not made any sense. You have only suffered for nothing. So you have to make your suffering worth it. You have to make your suffering produce a result that re-engineers the society. That's what you should be doing right now. So it's quite disappointing to see young Nigerians looking to steal pants. Was that what you were thinking about when you were young, that when I grow up I want to be like this, I want to be that? Was that your thoughts when you were growing up? Come on, think, please. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fantastic time, but before I go, I just want to give you a little bit of Seun Kuti's IMF.
To bring suffering to my people. I said there's so much evil, so much stealing, so much killing, so much cheating, manipulation,
Yeah, welcome back, everybody, and that's little I just want to come online to say this night. And Obi Diegu is raising some statistic that could corroborate. He was referring to Ekiti election, saying that in Ekiti, he said Ekiti election had 700,000 voters, but at the end of the day, the total numbers of the general vote was under 330,000. The other 400,000 didn't vote. Juxtaposed with ASUU strike, the no students want new persons actually. Osaro Nojim say Mr. Sowore should take advantage of this ASUU strike. ASC should mobilize boards to campus, collect the students to vote for new candidates. Ayo Joe says I'm so sad hearing this Shegun. The main issue is that the youth brain has been cloned. It's very unfortunate that youths are not seeing how their futures are being remote. Julius Okoji, yes, Nigerian youths need reorientation. Amazing. Perplexed with their behavior. Koyin Sholario, Saro Nojima, I completely agree. Yes, you should take advantage, although it might cost a lot to do that. But I'm just Shegun, what's your perspective on neoliberal policies in Nigeria? Well, all of it, I just played Shegun Kuti to you, and you heard him saying exactly the same thing. All right, I don't want to say it. You heard it from Shegun Kuti already in that song. All right, but that is to say that people should start, as we are doing countdown to the election day, we have to start preparing for all of these things one by one. We have to be on the alert. We have to be on the lookout, and we have to continue to make sure that whatever schemes they are up to, we break them one by one. If they minus from you, you replace it. If they minus from you, you replace it. If they minus from you, replace it. I'm interested in a young generation candidate. Like I said, I'm not looking at PDP and APC votes. I'm looking at who among this young generation candidates will pull the most, so that we'll know where we are going from here. All right. But they're already trying to make sure that they cut the voters that will vote in the direction of this new generation candidate, and that's where the issue is. So I'm saying that be on the lookout. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Be on the lookout. Watch out for it. It's going to happen more and more. Be on the lookout. Ensure that you get on the alert. You learn everything that is happening. You watch. You look. You left and right. As if you want to cross the road, and then you're sure that you know what you're doing. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. That's gonna be it for now, people. Until then, all of you watching on YouTube and Facebook and commenting, I appreciate all of you. Until I come your way again, I wanted to keep talking about things that matter, as I always say. What should I end this with? Like, do I know? What should I give? What should I give? Let me give you something to relax on now. So it's just to inform ourselves about what they are scheming and ensure that whatever we can do, we do to ensure that they don't get away with this. All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you again. And this is for close.
Now you be this. Wait. I don't define you since. What? Now you the para for last week.
What do you want to do?
Because you did with your guys.
What do you want to do?
Now today I go show you.
What do you want to do for me?
You turn foul. This one where you turn say good. Good else. I also will get pepper soup ingredients. And I'll do that to know for here. No.
What do you want?
Well done, sister.
Yeah?
I be no vessel. I don't know if I get knife.
Knife?
Yeah.
What do you want to use?
I won't use I will need knife. I will need knife.
Okay, they talk.
Okay, thank you. Now me they turn foul for.
Now the knife is this.
Sister, nothing where I will keep for this will not go reach you. Even if that the leg will reach you. Sister, calm down. That's why I come borrow knife now.
Okay.
No worry now.
But no.
Hey, wait.
Please.
I better do me one favor.
What if it is?
But no, please.
You're the woman being. Wait, just do me one favor. I dey like foul head. I beg you just turn that your head to head of foul.
Go please.